This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. This station has interrupted regular programming at the request of the White House. This is KTLA-5. We will continue to serve the Los Angeles metropolitan area. Most stations will remain on the air to provide news to the public in assigned areas. At 7:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, NORAD detected the launch of 38 Russian intercontinental ballistic missiles. These missiles are believed to be carrying nuclear warheads. These missiles are believed to impact these following locations: Los Angeles, California, San Francisco, California, Sacramento, California, Phoenix, Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, Juneau, Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Everett, Washington, Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Boise, Idaho, Las Vegas, Nevada, Reno, Nevada, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Denver, Colorado, Casper, Wyoming, Helena, Montana, Houston, Texas, Norman, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Bismarck, North Dakota, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Cleveland, Ohio, Livonia, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Wyoming, Michigan, New York City, New York, New Haven, Connecticut, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Louisville, Kentucky, Plainfield, Indiana, Chicago, Illinois, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Get to an underground shelter now. If no such shelter exists, get to the lowest part of the building and go in a room with little to no windows and doors. Cover any cracks with damp towels. Get supplies for your shelter such as water, canned food, medical supplies, a battery-powered radio, and batteries. Do not go outside to record the blast, as you may endanger yourself and your family. Fallout is a byproduct of nuclear explosions. Fallout can be deadly if exposed for too long. Take off your clothes, put them in a bag, and put them in a far corner and then take a shower. Be prepared to stay in your shelter for at least 2.5 weeks. This is KTLA-5 serving the Los Angeles metropolitan area. If you are not in this local area, tune now to a station providing news for your area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Los Angeles metropolitan area. Do not use your telephone. Telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated to keep you informed.
My name's Dexter. I'm a serial killer. Nice to meet you. Given my special talent, you'd think it'd be tough to work with the police, but with the solve rate for murders at 20%, that's just where I come in. I find the killers the cops can't catch. Which is why if I'm looking for you, you better hope they get to you first.
The series premiere of Dexter, Sunday at 10, 9 Central on CTV.
This is a national emergency. All broadcast stations shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This is CTV. We will continue to transmit news for as long as possible. At 7:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, NORAD has detected the launch of 12 North Korean nuclear missiles. These missiles are believed to be carrying nuclear warheads. These missiles are believed to be headed for Winnipeg, Vancouver, Edmonton, Whitehorse, Quebec City, and Toronto. People within these cities, take cover now. Get to an underground shelter now. If no such shelter exists, get to the lowest part of the building, with little to no windows and doors. It is also believed that 2 missiles will impact each city. Prepare supplies for 14 days. Take canned food, water, a med kit, batteries, a flashlight, a battery or hand-cranked radio, and your family. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is being transported to an unknown location in the United States. Again, a nuclear missile strike is happening against Canada. If you are not in this local area, please tune into a radio station providing news for your area. This is CTV serving the Victorian area. Do not use the telephone lines. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated to keep you informed.
C'est une urgence nationale. Toutes les stations de radiodiffusion doivent transmettre ce message de notification d'action d'urgence. CCTV, nous continuerons à transmettre des nouvelles aussi longtemps que possible. À 19h50, heure normale du Pacifique, le Nord a détecté le lancement de 12 missiles nucléaires nord-coréens. On pense que ces missiles transportent des ogives nucléaires. Ces missiles seraient dirigés vers Winnipeg, Vancouver, Edmonton, Whitehorse, la ville de Québec et Toronto. Les gens dans ces villes se mettent à l'abri maintenant. Arrivez dans un abri souterrain maintenant. Si aucun tel abri n'existe, atteignez le dernier étage du bâtiment avec peu ou pas de fenêtres et de portes. On pense également que 2 missiles auront un impact sur chaque ville. Préparez-les. Fourniture pour 14 jours. Prenez des conserves, de l'eau, un kit médical, des piles, une lampe de poche, une pile ou une radio à manivelle et votre famille. Le premier ministre Justin Trudeau est transporté vers un lieu inconnu aux États-Unis. Encore une fois, un missile nucléaire frappe le Canada. Si vous ne vous trouvez pas dans cette région, veuillez vous connecter à une station de radio fournissant des informations sur votre région. CCTV desservant la région de Victoria. Ne pas utiliser les lignes téléphoniques. Les lignes téléphoniques doivent rester ouvertes en cas d'urgence. Le système d'alerte d'urgence a été activé pour vous tenir informé.
Please stand by for the National Emergency Warning System. Please stand by for the National Emergency Warning System. Please stand by for the National Emergency Warning System. Please stand by for the National Emergency Warning System.
Information about a nuclear attack against this country has been received. There are 7 Chinese nuclear missiles headed for Australia. The targets for these nuclear missiles are Darwin, Perth, Adelaide, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, and Hobart. Prime Minister Scott Morrison is currently being transported to a safe location in Australia. Get to a shelter now, if no such shelter exists. Get to a room on the lowest part of the building with a room with little windows and doors. Gather supplies for at least 16 days for your shelter. Gather electronics such as a flashlight, hand-cranked or battery-powered radio, and batteries. Gather food, canned water, bottled meds, pills, bandages, gauze etc. and your family. If you are within 5 minutes of your destination, complete it now. If you are not, get into a nearest building or ditch and take cover there. Do not use the telephone lines. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system was activated to keep you informed.